mañana triste y lluviosa, a una joven yo conocí. En su ventana la vi preciosa, como una rosa del jardín.
Welcome to Maria's Kitchen. Today we're gonna make enchiladas. So to make enchiladas, they take a long time, about 2 hours. But I really like this recipe because my mother, when I live at home, she used to make it for us. And it was really good, and good enchiladas. Today, my daughter Lupe is gonna help me with to spreading all these ingredients.
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 Yeah, that's what we're
So
gonna do.
this is my daughter Lupe.
Hi. This is a recipe where you use 6 chile anchos. And this will be enough to make about 3 dozen enchiladas.
Okay, to start the potatoes, we put the oil.
She put 1/3 of a cup of oil in
1
there.
cup of the oil, and then we start with the potatoes and the pot.
8 cups diced and
So there's, like I say, there's 8 potatoes in there. So come on, Lupe. There's
all right.
Then we put all the ingredients.
spices.
The spices. This is the salt.
1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. And then the black
This is
pepper.
black pepper.
And that's 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. This is the garlic.
This is the garlic.
1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic. Okay. And this is the cominos or cumin. And this is 1/8 of a cup. 1/8 of a cup, 1/8 of a teaspoon.
And then the fire, I think we put it like a medium.
Yes, that's good. Alright.
And they cook like 45 minutes. So there's gonna be a little bit time over here.
Right, and we're gonna cook them covered. But right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fry them up just a little bit so that they get just the tiniest bit of brown on them. And then after they get a little bit of brown, we're gonna add the diced onion. And then we add a little bit of water. And then we're gonna cook it for about 45 minutes.
So now we're gonna start the preparation, the mole, the chiles. Some chiles, anchos, is special for mole. And we take all the insides, So we take all the seeds inside, and my daughter is gonna help me too because it's a hard work over here.
Yeah.
So, Lupe, can you help me put this?
Sure. Okay, so we're taking all of this stuff out. We're making sure that it's really clean and that there's no pepper stuck in there. Sometimes it gets a little tacky in there. Like this one's super tacky, but we get all the seeds out. And we are gonna rinse them off too, and then we're gonna boil these.
Yeah.
And wow, this is really tacky.
Yeah. You stuck pretty good.
So I'm
in
gonna
there.
have to rinse my hands off too. We've had it where we've made mole when we're making the tamales, because this is the same basic recipe that you use, where if the chiles are not good, it'll come out kind of brown, and then you really have to start from scratch because.
But this one is pretty good.
Yeah,
because
you
it's
can
nice
tell.
and soft.
Yeah.
You say.
You gotta make sure that they're a little bit pliable. So we got all this off, and then I'm gonna rinse this off, and my hands are a disaster, but
Yeah, I can see that.
we have all the chile anchos in here now, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put water in here, probably about 3/4 of the way up into this Dutch oven, and then we're gonna have it boiling until it gets really soft. That looks good, Mom. Okay, we're gonna add a little little bit of water,
Okay.
and then we're gonna cover it.
See, it smells good already. With the onions in it.
If you were here, you'd know that it smells good.
Yeah.
Trust me, it does. It smells really good. Okay. Just a little bit. That's about 1/4 of a cup of water. That's all.
So,
And then we'll,
so now ready to cook.
you see the amount of water? You can see kind of on the side how much water there is in there. So the potatoes gave out a little bit too. That's why it looks like it's more, but it's not really.
But you just put the onions in it and then there's no more, you know, that's all you need, so have a good flavor.
So we're just gonna cover it, completely covered, and we're gonna let that cook for about 45 minutes. And we're still waiting for the chiles to start boiling. And then we'll be ready for the next step.
So now the peppers are ready. The boiling are like 20 minutes. And now we're gonna,
We can tell they're ready because look at how nice
let
and
it be
soft
nice
they are.
and soft over here. So, okay, Lupi, and
Yeah,
we
I'll carry this over there, Mom. All right, we're gonna take this over, and
then you put the
want me to
peppers.
do it?
Yeah, I think. Let me see. She make a mess over here. Lupi.
she put 3 cups of cold water in there, and she's adding the 6 peppers that have boiled.
So now,
And we might have to add a little bit more water. We're waiting.
Oh, yes.
We wanted to see.
yes.
We wanted to see how high it was gonna get when we added the peppers, and then we'll add more water. Mom's doing this by vision, so she was saying that it was probably 4 cups, and I think you're gonna be right, Mom. I think it
Oh,
is gonna
yes.
be 4 cups.
I don't know about that, but we'll figure it out pretty soon, okay? I think I got everything.
Okay, so how much more water, Mommy?
Right now, we're gonna have only this, you know, to blend them.
Okay, don't forget the spices. too.
Later, we're gonna have put more water,
Okay.
and then we had to put some flour because they had to be kind of thick. So,
Okay, what we're gonna do you want to put the spices in now, Mom?
oh yeah, the spices.
Okay.
I forgot.
And
This is the salt.
yeah, that's about a teaspoon of salt.
And the garlic.
And that's about a 1/4 of a teaspoon.
Okay, so we're gonna finish with the mole over here, and we need some flour, and they're like 3 spoons.
Yeah, 3 tablespoons of
Three
flour.
The flour.
We're gonna put a little bit of water in here, right, Mom?
Yeah.
And mix it up with the fork, just so that it doesn't lump up. So just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we'll mix it up a little bit. And then we'll add it to this. But it's more than that. So it looks like it's about 1/2 cup once you've added the
Yeah.
water. It's about 1/2 cup. And we just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be all lumpy when we added. It's just to thicken it up a little bit. And really the mixer's going to mess it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And make,
Oh, yeah,
make
that'd
it
be
work
alright.
just fine.
Okay, so we pour this in the blender. And then Lupi, can you do the?
Oh, okay. All right, we're going to close it up. And since this is my mixer, what I usually do is I go up slowly, okay? So, what we did was we slowly went up. We didn't want it to be trying to liquefy all that stuff right from the very beginning. So we slowly went up to liquefy. And then we liquefied for about a minute, and then we went down again.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful color, so we can tell that these are good chiles that we used. That
Yeah,
is a pretty
nice
color,
and
right?
red.
We don't like brown.
No, we
Brown's
like it
not
red.
good. Brown is old, yucky. So this looks really good.
So now we're gonna put it in the
We're gonna strain it. So
strainer. Yeah.
I'll hold this, and Mommy, do you want to do that?
I can put it in there.
Okay. And we're gonna do this slowly so that we don't, we never know quite how thick it is, so we're trying to be careful. Okay, so while we're doing this, you see it's a little bit thick here, and that's because of the fibers of the chile. So we have to stir it up a little bit to get the liquefied part through there. But this is a good consistency, isn't it, Mommy?
Oh yes, got a nice one.
I don't know, we might have to add a little bit of water.
I
but
think
we'll
so.
figure that out.
Yeah.
So we have 3 cups of water in there, so we're adding an extra 3 cups because we've seen that it's coming out a little bit thicker than what we wanted. So really, you have to play it by ear. You got to look at it. We'll show you the right consistency once we get all this done. And I'm going to show you the pulp that's in here. There's a pulp, and you don't want that to be in the enchiladas. So that's why we're straining it. You don't want all this pulp in there.
No.
So that's what we were doing, trying to make sure we don't have this pulp in the very
But
end.
we got plenty now. See?
Look at that. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
You see?
That's a lot of enchilada sauce,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be super yummy. It's really, really good chiles. We just brought over the sauce over here to the fire. We have it over medium heat, and what we're gonna do now, we have to wait and let it get to a slow boil. We'll probably slow boil it for about 5 minutes. And you have to be constantly stirring. You gotta remember you have flour in there, so you don't want it sticking. So we're gonna continuously stir. And Mommy did taste it, and what did you think, Mom?
I think you're right now. Yeah.
Okay. Did we
And the
have,
potatoes are done too, so we doing pretty good over here. So
when Mom tasted it, she said it needed a little bit of salt, so we had to add like a half
Yeah.
a teaspoon of salt to it. So, but it tastes pretty good.
yeah. So now it's ready.
Yes.
So now we're gonna fry the tortillas. That's the next step. The things that we have to do over here. So Lupi, you're gonna put the oil in it.
Yes. We're gonna use olive oil, and we're gonna have to repeat that over and over as we run out of it. But Mommy usually does 1 tortilla at a time. I'm waiting for the grill to get a little more hot, but she usually does 1 at a time. I do 4 at a time.
Yeah, it's a lot of vegetable.
Yeah.
That's good to know that.
Right, because a lot of times we're making for an awful lot of people, so we're looking for the fastest way that we can do this. So we're going to use these tortillas, they were just made today. They're really, really good. They're corn tortillas, and these don't have any preservatives in them, so look at that. They're wonderful, but they do have to be refrigerated, but that's how a good tortilla should be. It should be a little floppy. Okay, so we're waiting for this to get a little more hot. I don't think it's hot enough yet.
No.
But what we do is we usually test to see if it's gonna fry a little. You see that? You see the little frying?
Oh
in
yeah,
there?
they start.
So it's ready. So that's how we tell. There it is. So we know that it's hot enough. So now what I do is I put 4 on here at a time. For some reason they look a lot bigger than usual, but I don't know. So we're not gonna make them hard. We don't want them to be hard. We want them to stay soft. So we're not gonna leave them on there very long. You see the little bubbles on there? And this should be ready to be turned over. So we turn it over. Turn it over. And you see the little bubbles there? See all the little bubbles?
Yeah, it's almost done.
And turn this one over. And they look really nice. So then we're just going to let them heat up on that side a little bit. And this is about the right temperature, right, Mommy?
Yeah, this.
So
It
look
looks
at
like it's done.
yeah, it's bubbling up on the second side.
Yeah.
So then we try to get as much oil as we can off of that. And then we're going to take this off. And then we just replace wherever. And we usually, let the olive oil come off a little bit onto the next tortilla.
So to make the enchiladas, I like the queso enchilado. That's my favorite. So they give a good taste to the enchiladas. But you can put anything you wanted in the enchilada, you know, any kind of meat, whatever you like, you know. So now, look, we're gonna start doing the enchiladas, okay?
Okay, what we have here is we put the tortillas that we fried in the olive oil. We have the mole over here, the sauce. We have the potatoes over here, and then we have the cheese over here, and then we have the raw onion here. Now people will come through and they'll say, oh, I don't want onion, or I don't want cheese, or I don't want potato. So we usually do one person at a time. And that's Mommy starting.
Okay. So now we put the potatoes.
And Mom washed her hands really good, she always does. Okay?
Yeah. So we put some people like onions, some people don't like it. I like onions, so this kind. So you just roll it over here. And
You got
it's an enchilada.
And what we usually do is we do 3 or 4 on each plate, and then Mommy will put a little extra potatoes on the top and a little bit of extra cheese on the top.
To make it feel real nice.
Just to make it look pretty.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so now it's time for me to try this delicious enchilada. You never fail at being delicious, though I think it might be. That's good.
You like it?
Delicious as always.
Yay, thank you.
Voy a aumentar los mares con mi llanto. Adiós.